What's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason&Jabari Gaming, and today I have a Rank 3 Kang compilation war video. We've had an extended off season, and I've decided that I wanted to take in Kang. I've taken him to Rank 3, and I wanted to test him on various lanes and see if he's a viable option, in my opinion, at the end of all the testing. For a potential candidate to take into war. Now, as we know, with the upcoming war season, we're getting ready to start bans, and I wanted to see again if he can be an ulterior option. So that's what we're going to intend to do today with these various wars that you'll see me taking with Kang. And I've only tested two, I believe, at this point, but I wanted to show you guys kind of my thoughts and where I'm at so far with my Kang. So this first fight is not really important. I'm just going to kind of talk through it. This is a Odin. I brought him along because this war particularly, we had a rank 4 Dr. Doom as a war boss. And so I brought Odin because of his pre-fight that gives me 90% reduction in shock damage, which would have came in handy. Unfortunately, one of my alliance mates took the Dr. Doom, so I wasn't able to test out the Dr. Doom fight with this Odin pre-fight. But that was the idea of why I brought Odin along. And this fight is not a Odin showcase or anything. I just put it in there because this was part of my recording. But yeah, we get through this fight. I don't even know what's going on here as far as the nodes are concerned. I know that Guardian's a high ground defender, but it won't stop me from killing him. So pretty simple fight, but anyway, that's not the point of this showcase. So now we're moving up. I think we are going to go path number 8B. I believe for this war we went 8B. I've asked everyone to, hey, allow me to take on section 8, and yeah, they did. So the first fight is against this Strife, and I think we take in Kang. I believe we take in Kang for this fight. Oh, nope, no, we don't. We actually ended up taking in Apocalypse for this fight. So again, I don't really know why we didn't take in Kang. I just think we were not trying to showcase this fight versus Kang. He can definitely do this fight, but I think we were trying to get to the real fights that I wanted to showcase, which would be the next two fights. So we're gonna hurry up and drop this Strife with our Apocalypse. It's really, I mean, he's overpowered. The good thing about bringing in Apocalypse is the synergy between Apocalypse and Kang is very, very good in my opinion. Number one, for Apocalypse, it gives a max genetic code. Basically meaning if you see those 4 prowess in the top left-hand corner, that is what Apocalypse would start off with. When you bring him in with Kang, Cable, or Mr. Sinister. So basically, he can give a horseman ability to anyone he chooses, or he can just become more powerful during fights. So that in itself is very valuable, because a lot of the times I know in previous seasons, we've used the Apocalypse pre-fight to make Archangel a horseman, to make Cable a horseman, etc. So that's a very valuable combination to bring in, is my first argument, if you will. I say that in quotations, as to why I think Kang could be a viable option to bring in. Now for Kang, he benefits because he gains up to 20 Furies, and they're permanent, by the way. They do not go away. So he ramps up, and I think he gets one every 4 seconds, I believe. So I mean, he just starts hitting ridiculously hard. I did do a video showcasing that. I think I did one versus Red Hulk, and another showing you guys kind of a war fight against a Domino. And if you guys haven't seen that, I'll leave it as one of the videos at the end, so definitely check that out. And hopefully you guys are liking the content that we're bringing to you guys. So be sure to drop a like and sub if you haven't. That really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. But here's the first fight that we're going against. Keep in mind what I said about the Odin pre-fights. So I'm applying all three to Kang, and on this specific node, whoever has the most buffs gains the most power. Why did I want to show this fight? I wanted to show this fight because Cosmic Ghost Rider has class advantage, number one, and number two, Cosmic Ghost Rider gets a lot of buffs. The ideal for this fight and the next fight is to constantly, throw my special 2 and power drain them. So the idea basically is to show his power control on this fight. Now, most of the time I will do a combo into my special 2. I think there might be a time or two where I'm going to showcase that it's special 2, the second part that does the power drain, is unblockable as long as I'm at a little bit of a distance. So I think he's very viable because of the power control that he has. And again, later on in the fight, see, there it was right there. I completely power drained him from all the way across the map while he was blocking. So it was no big deal, and I'm ramping up, so I'm hitting harder, and this class disadvantage. So that was a simple fight. Now I wanted to take this Punisher 2099, and the only reason I did not, spoiler alert, solo this fight is because I did not realize Punisher 29's special 3 does dot damage, and that's what actually ended up doing me in. But the strategy itself would have worked. Keep in mind right now, guys, I don't believe I'm very boosted. Yeah, I'm not very boosted, if I am at all. I know in the next war I boosted up a little bit, and I'll explain why when we get there. But again, the strategy for this particular mini right here is to power control. He goes indestructible, and that's completely fine. We're not worried about doing damage when we get to our special 2. Why? Because as you see, the Fury's building up. Again, every 4 seconds is about to go to 5. The real damage is coming in from just our basic hits. Now this has kinetic transference, so this is even more power gained from this 2099 Punisher. So we really got to consistently get to our special 2. I believe I do have a 150 tech, so that way the more damage we do with our specials, the more damage we gain back. That's really not going to come into play here. That's where we messed up by allowing him to throw his special when we had the fight under control for the majority of the fight. And as you see, I didn't use an interval boost. I might have used a power start one, I'm not sure, but as you see, we're just ticking down from whatever damage he does there, and we go down. So do I think that's doable with Kang? Yes. Do I think it's very tricky? Yes. I don't think he's the number one option for that type of a fight, but I do think that he can solo that fight. Why do I say that? Well, you guys saw how he was doing with the power control, and again, I was not very boosted, if at all. I don't remember. I think I was slightly boosted, and in an actual tier 1 war we're actually competing to win, I would definitely be majorly boosted, so the damage that I would be doing would have already dropped him before he even had the opportunity to do that special 3. So I just go in to clean up with Odin. This fight's not really important. I would never suggest using Odin here. Odin will finish this fight, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to showcase that. So Odin's gonna drop this dude, and then we're gonna move on. I think I do a special 3 here or something, and it finishes him. If not, then I might do 1 or 2 hits. But again, not really that important. I do value Odin as a character. I really do like the character, but that's not what that's not who we're here for today. So the next fight is against SAS. Shout out to those guys. I have some pretty cool people: High Laws, Dreamin', Coop. You guys are all awesome players. Even J Nix used to be in there. I don't know if he's coming back for you guys for this season, but yeah, shout out to SAS. You guys are awesome. So here we're actually going to go straight up the middle, and in the video that I told you guys about earlier, where I went against the Domino on path 5, we will go against a Domino as a mini boss. But first we're going to take this mini Spider-Man 2099, which is why I brought Shang-Chi, just because I wanted to hurry up and drop this guy. I would not recommend bringing in Kang for this type of node because he has no way to honestly deal with the evade or the other buff that they gain. I believe the unstoppable buff. Yeah. So I just went in with Shang-Chi real quick to hurry up and finish him off. You see I'm boosting up for Kang. And this is pretty much, I think, what I boosted up for last time with the various little boosts there. So it's not majorly boosting at all. And this time we will have a Dragon Man boss that we will take. So here with Shang-Chi, not important. I'm just gonna do a series of my stun and slow and reset, and he'll go down relatively easily. I think I stay at full yellow bar. There's not a chance this Spider-Man has against me. He has suicides, but even if he hadn't had suicides, I would have repeated this combination. As you see, he can't evade me because we have the slow. He can't get his unstoppable, so he's essentially done. Yeah, so we stay at a full yellow bar, but again, not really concerned with any other characters but Kang. So the question that I posed to you guys last time when I went against that Domino was, can Kang out damage the node within the amount of time? And you guys will get that answer. Not on this fight, but on the next fight I go against I believe it's a rank 3 duped Rhino. And as you know, you can't intercept. Well, you can try to intercept, but you're going to get smacked in the face there. And we're going to see, while he has the protection node up the whole time, if Kang can handle that fight. And this is actually the Killmonger of Death fight. So this is a pretty challenging fight as well. But as you see, we got Kang. He's starting to ramp up a little bit. And that's just lag. That's not actually me. That's the game lagging. So far he has a protection up, and we're going to talk about why I'm blocking so much, but we're not quite there just yet as to why I'm just holding block a lot. But we will have that conversation. There I just kind of messed up a little bit through the special one, but it didn't cost me. So far he still has his protection up. We finally get an intercept. We let him throw the special 2 into our block, then we move out. We're just kind of playing it safely. I know how to dex the special 2, but I didn't want to there. And right now we're at 11 Furies. Keep that in mind. We're at 11 Furies and we're starting to hit hard, and he still has his protection up. So there with the special 1, we take the little I guess spears to the block, and then we get rid of the kick. We evade the kick. So that's how we like to play Kang, but still he has his protection up. We're at 16 Furies now. And look at the red numbers. We even crit with almost 3k. And granted, that protection is pretty potent, but we're still out damaging him while he has the protection up, if that's any indication as to how hard Kang actually does hit with 20 Furies. So there, we're still hitting into him. We're starting to take his power away, and we should have done a better job of showing the power control over someone like Killmonger, because he relies so heavily on doing damage back to you with the amount of power he has. So maybe we'll showcase that next time. But yeah, a couple more hits and he goes down, guys. And notice we never got another intercept. And we still out damaged him. But here's the real question. I use a lot of items in this war, by the way, because I really wanted to do this guy justice and show you guys some things. So here's the Rhino I was talking about. Now, we will not attempt to intercept one time, but can we out damage this guy? This is, I just saw a rank 3 Rhino. Dupe rank 3 Rhino. So we have the protection node that will be constantly up. Not to mention Rhino has the native ability of physical resistance, and it's a lot, guys. So we have a lot of things going against us as basically trying to get us to time out here. So the idea here is to just do as much damage as we can and see if we can out damage this node. Here I think I start to bait his special 2 a lot more. I know how to bait the special 1 and punish. Rhino is not a hard defender at all, but I think we bait the special 2 more often than not. and we just play the strict parry game and try to stay close enough to him where he can't charge, so therefore he can't become unblockable. Sometimes when he charges at you, he becomes not only unstoppable but unblockable as well, so we do our best to try to keep him in the corner and bait out his special 2 as much as possible. So far we're at we're at halfway ramped up. There we kind of get caught. Yeah, he's had this protection up so far. It's only been a minute and he's almost down half of his life. And we're not even fully ramped up, guys. Not even fully ramped up, and it only been a minute and 10 seconds. And this dude is under half now. So yeah. I think this can kind of answer you guys' questions with this combination here between Kang and Apocalypse. I mean, guys, as far as speed is concerned, this dude's down, and it was only a minute and 30 seconds, a little bit actually under that. So yeah, I honestly think that Kang is a viable option for taking down Path 5. Obviously it depends on the matchup, but as you guys just saw, we have protection. He has a lot of physical resistance, and Kang just obliterating him quickly, I might add. So here we go against Domino. We all know how Domino is. She's a very annoying defender, very good defender. So last time we got, I think, one combo and almost killed us. I don't think this is any different. If anything, I probably played this one worse. But can Kang solo this fight as a mini? So first of all, we start the fight by getting a heavy. So that sucked. Then we get intercepted. I think the idea was to intercept them, not for them to intercept us. So yeah, not doing so well so far. We get the power drain on her. I don't know. Yeah, we get this backdraft. So yeah, we backdrafted into a combo there, and now we're back in control, so to speak. She can actually crit fail our Furies, and you'll see that come into play a couple of times. And the idea here was to try to stun her as much as possible. I don't believe I threw too many special 2s unless I found it necessary. I honestly wanted to stick to throwing the special 1s so we can get more attack damage on her. She's already under half of her life, and once again, guys, it's only been a minute. We get another backdraft, intercept on her, and this is about to be lights out, guys. Look at that. Lights out. 12k little medium. So now we're going to talk about why I was blocking so much real quick. Kang, as you see there, has block proficiency of 65.7. 65.7. Let's compare that to a Dr. Doom Sig 200. What's his block proficiency at? Oh, 70.5. Man, 65 is pretty close. Well, what about Guardian? An unduped 6-star Guardian. What's his block proficiency? 64.6. What about another high block proficiency champion like Sentinel? Well, what's his high block proficiency like? 61.7. So that is why I believe Kang can do this boss fight. Because all I'm going to do, and all I've been doing, as you guys have seen most of the time, is blocking. Why am I going to only block against a Mystic champion? Well, with Mystic Dispersion, it makes it very challenging. So I'm going to remove dexterity. So I'm going to have to rely on his blocking to get through the fight. So here I'm kind of miniature boosted. I got a 20% going on. I was very tired when I took him initially, not making excuses, but yeah. The idea of the fight is to bait out a heavy and then to punish. And we're going to consistently try to get to our special 2 to power control. Because the only way he can gain power, now that we've removed the Mystic Dispersion problem, because our Furies are passive, or excuse me, not passive, but permanent, is by simply allowing him to gain all that power without him throwing his specials and losing that little power buff. So there we throw our special 2 from a distance, completely wipes him out of his power. There I got parried, and then I got heavy. I forgot he goes unblockable there, so I was just holding block, and yeah. that went horrible. We barely did anything. So we heal back up, we go back in. Again, like I said, I was extremely exhausted when I took this fight, but I wanted to really give it an honest try, so that's why I healed up and went back in. And this is what we should have been doing the whole time. We bait out the heavy. All right, we got to intercept. He's at 3 bars. We throw our special 2 after a 5-hit combo. Now he's completely down, out of power. And basically, we're going to allow him to continuously hit into us until we get an opening. So an opening would be him doing a heavy or him doing a combo into us where we can retaliate. Special 2, the only way we dex it is towards the end after he throws the flames on us. And his special 1, actually, since I run willpower, it will heal us a little bit. There we just kind of moved out the way safely from his special 1. I hold on to my special 2 until he gets to about 2 bars of power or close to it. And there we go again. That was a 40k crit on that one, guys. So he's hitting pretty hard. And again, I have my damage back boost, and that's giving us a little bit of power as well. One thing I want to talk about real quick while you guys are watching this fight is another argument, in quotations, is I would be running something called collar tech. I'm buying them the little I guess catalyst for them or whatever when they come up in the store, and at 5 out of 5 collar tech, he actually would be mitigating power gain by 18% on hits received and him dealing hits. So actually a lot of this stuff wouldn't even be coming into play right now, because the damage or the power that they would have would be cut by 18%. As you can see, there's a couple close calls where he's getting to 3 bars of power, but any other opponent that's not a Mystic champion, they probably, unless they had some sort of passive power gain, would not ever get to 3 bars of power. So that's basically why I'm glad I went against the Mystic champion, because number 1, we get rid of the Mystic dispersion by getting rid of dexterity. Number 2, I haven't showcased it yet, but I will be getting collar tech, and when I get that, then you guys will see the difference. And number 3, the high block proficiency and high attack that this guy has with this synergy is just ridiculous. As you see, we're critting a lot, we're hitting hard, and we're taking all the damage. We're taking all that punishment on the block, no issues. And this dude is almost down. He's almost down for the count, and he will go down. Had I played this better, this would have been a solo, but it is what it is. So that's my arguments, guys. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you want to see some specific fights that I should take them into, or specific lanes. But yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks for sticking with me, and we'll see you guys later. Take care.